checking in on Facebook. Happy Saturday, everybody. All right, checking in on IG. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me. Happy Saturday to each and everybody that's jumping on. What's going on social media land? All right, checking in. Gonna give it a few moments as we're gonna have an incredible conversation. All right, I can tell you that I am definitely on some Saturday vibes, and I hope that each and every one of you that's jumping on can feel the fire, can feel the heat, can feel the energy. And I want to say to everybody out there that for real, the best is yet to come. So I'm on here today, super excited. Definitely take the time to tag, take the time to share, take the time to tell somebody, all right, that one yes could literally change their entire life. I just want to have an incredible conversation, trying to get my music going because I know that over here on Facebook, they don't hear the energy like Instagram does. But however, trying to play it from an external source. And hey, it is what it is. All right. So hopefully you guys can feel the vibe. You can hear the energy. All right. Gonna get this party started in just a minute. But I can tell you guys that I am just super excited. So great Saturday. Happy Saturday, y'all. The life of an entrepreneur. You know, somebody who says, I refuse to settle. I refuse to remain the same. I refuse to take the things that life is throwing at me. But instead, I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to now embark upon some things in order to change some things in my life. So I want to say, my name is Pam McCray, and I'm coming to you live on this incredible Saturday, about to have a conversation on why your health should be the very thing that you pay attention to. Why? Because it is truly our greatest wealth. All right. So great day to everybody. Happy Saturday. Tag, share, tell somebody. All right. Tell somebody, because you never know who is out there that's looking to change their life physically, who is out there that's looking to change their life financially. And I can tell you that I'm excited simply because I have the answer to be able to do not just one, but to definitely do both. All right. So great day. Happy Saturday. All right. So let's go ahead and get this party started. All right. Because I wish my music was louder and it's not. All right. All right, so I got to fix that and figure that out before the next time that I come on here. But let me go ahead and pause. And all right, y'all. So happy Saturday to everybody that's out there in social media land. I want to say welcome to an incredible conversation that I'm going to have from me to you. All right. And I am, again, for those of you that may be coming across this live, jumping on this live, perhaps somebody has shared this with you, maybe saying, who is this lady? My name is Pam McCray, and I can tell you that I am excited just simply because I made a decision in life. I made a decision to not allow the things that life was throwing at me, to not allow fear, to not allow circumstances, to not allow situations to keep me in the same position. And I know that right now, as we are in the last month of the first quarter, right? It is almost second quarter, that so many people came into this new year with dreams. So many people came into this new year with goals. So many people came into this new year with New Year's resolutions, right? And right now you're trying to figure out the solution, because a lot of times what can happen as life begins to happen, people can kind of give up, right? And that is the reason why we end up in a cycle doing the same thing over and over and over again, which is called insanity, expecting a different result. And I speak passionately today from the heart because that used to be me. And so that's one of the greatest things that I am thankful for the journey that God has allowed me to not just go through, but to grow through in order to become the woman that I am today, knowing that I have not yet arrived, that I'm continuing to grow every single day. But I realize that my life is not about me. And when you realize that life is not about you, but that it is truly about how you can impact, how you can help to change the lives of others. And so many years ago, I began to believe in me. You see, I realized that straight up, it's my life, and I have to make a decision to own it. As I was a woman who allowed fear to stop me, as I was a woman who wanted to win as an entrepreneur, wanted to win in an industry that was changing so many lives, in an industry that, you know, can kind of, people just don't understand, right? People, I want to say, form opinions. There it is, form opinions about an industry. But I always believed in this industry just simply because as a little girl, I remember being a part of it as my parents took me to meeting after meeting. As I saw them, my mom working a 9 to 5, whatever type of job as an educator, and my dad being that master barber and a liquor store owner. I honestly, when I was a little girl, I saw him as an entrepreneur. And so I knew that there was something more in life than just me getting up and working a job every single day. You see, I can remember having our first child and sitting in traffic, day in and day out, fighting traffic. And Brianna being the only child that was left, like at the end of the day, she would be the only one with tears in her eyes, wondering why, she had to be the last one picked up, wondering why I couldn't be there for different events that was taking place in school. And so it was in that season that I made up my mind, honestly, that I wanted to do something different. But for years, as I tried so many different businesses and really wasn't getting the success, it's because I had not transformed my mind. I had not mentally grown into realizing that, the only way to really get the things that we want to see happen in our lives, guys, is that you have to first and foremost change your mindset. Because when you change the way you look at things, the things around you begin to change. So I had to begin to change my conversations. I had to begin to change the people that I was around. I had to begin to change the things that I was visualizing. I had to begin to change the words that I was speaking. And as I began to change the words that I was speaking and all of these things, I can tell you that my life began to change. You see, sometimes in life, people are really moved by two things, either by inspiration or desperation. And I pray that in life that people are moved by inspiration instead of waiting until they're in that desperate situation, because unfortunately, that's what typically happens. Sorry, guys, I gotta do something. That's what typically happens because of the fact that we end up being reactive instead of proactive towards our life, right? But when you realize that we for real only have one life to live, we got one life to live, and we have the opportunity to live it to the fullest. So therefore, it is truly up to us what we decide to do for it. So therefore, I realized that, working somebody else's dream and building their dream was not going to give me the type of freedom that I wanted to have in my life, the type of freedom that I wanted to be able to have for my family and for my kids, the type of opportunities that I wanted to see, the type of more in our life in order to now have the more so that we can do whatever we want to do, live life how we want to live, and to be a blessing in the lives of others, right? And so I can tell you that embarking upon this journey called being an entrepreneur, a lot of times people shy away from it because they think it's easy. A lot of times people say yes to an opportunity like one that I'm about to share with you today. One of the vehicles that Nate and I have in our lives that truly has been able to bring about change on this journey as an entrepreneur. But what ends up happening is people think it's easy, and they don't realize that anything that is going to create success, number one, takes work. And number two, it's going to take a team, right? Because teamwork makes the dream work. And so that's one of the things that I really love about being a part of a community, being a part of something that has not only been able to change our lives, but also to change the lives of everybody that has said yes in some form of fashion. I don't care if they've come, if they've left, if they're just here and sipping on the products in some form of fashion. This vehicle has been able to change lives, right? And so I showed up today in my office outfit. You see, that's another thing. You see, one of the things that I love, I'm passionate about is fitness. I'm passionate about being healthy. At the age of 53, I realized a long time ago that, unless I'm healthy, unless I'm feeling good, that's why I said this is the Saturday feel good conversation. Unless I'm feeling good, I can't be good to anybody else. You see, the problem in life is that many times people try to give out of their cup, try to fulfill and try to help to solve everybody else's situation, but your cup is not full. So if you are struggling with your health goals, if you're waking up every single day and you're overweight and you're not at your ideal weight, if you are that person that bends down and your joints hurt, you can't get back up. if you are that person that may be battling something in your body, then guess what? You have the power to change it. You see, I don't believe in anything that the doctors say, because I got one doctor that I believe in. And at the end of the day, there are always healthy alternatives that you can do for your overall health in order to bring about a change. But it starts with a decision. It starts with a why. It starts with you saying that, you know what, you mean more to anything else, and you mean more in this world. That's called self-love, to where you decide that, you know what, I am going to do something different in order to have something different, right? So I can tell you that, grabbing a hold of a simple cup of tea began to change my life. And 8 years later, yes, I still sip on this tea. At 53 years old, as I am now 22 pounds down in last year and 4.5 inches off of my waistline, as I now continue forward with building muscle and toning and having these goals in front of me every single day as I drive on, that I am forever grateful and I am forever thankful for being introduced to this community and a vehicle that is changing lives. And it's all about some herbs. It's all about being able to boil a pot of water. It's all about saying, let me sip on this stuff. Let me exercise. Let me drink some water. Let me put some things in my body that actually are healthy, instead of going through the drive-thrus and eating the garbage in which day in and day out, if you don't pay attention to these things, that the foods that they are preparing, right? These processed foods, ultimately, guess what they're doing? They are killing our bodies if you're eating it, right? So I made a decision. I'm not going to eat it. And the things that I do decide to do, I'm going to do it in moderation, right? Because nobody wants to go through life desiring to have a piece of cheesecake or something like that and not eating it. So if I want me a piece of cheesecake, I'm going to eat it, but I'm going to eat it in moderation, right? So my health, and I'm gonna be honest with you, when I said yes to this to these products 8 years ago, honestly, it wasn't about the products, right? Because we had tried so many of these opportunities, had become a part of so many different things. It was because money. We needed some money. Now, real talk, many times we can look like we got it going on, right? And I can remember many days in which we were living paycheck to paycheck, below the paycheck, because corporate America paid us what they felt we were worth, right? Because I did work in corporate America at one point in time, right? I wasn't always an entrepreneur. I wasn't always a stay-at-home mom, right? So I remember going into the office, being in the accounting field, the financial field, all of that, and literally getting paid whatever they wanted to pay me and having to do whatever they wanted me to do. And we were still broke. So insanity is saying, you know what, I'm just going to keep on doing this for the rest of my life, for 40 hours, for 40 years, to retire on 40% of my income. So Nate and I said, no, that's not the answer. That's not the answer. We got one life to live here on this earth. We need to live it to the fullest, right? Therein lies being that entrepreneur. So at the time of saying yes to this cup of tea, for real, 100, we was broke. All right. Why? Because corporate America said goodbye to our family. Corporate America, after literally, giving of ourselves and even watching my husband work as an engineer. See, we had the 6-figure year plus income, but still, guess what? They didn't care, right? They didn't care, right? It was easy to say, you know what? We don't need you anymore. It was easy for them not to realize that we had bills to pay. It was easy for them not to even care whether our kids had some food. It was easy for them to say, you know what? We don't care about Christmas or the holidays or anything else. So we realized straight up, this is our life. If we allow them to run it, then guess what? That's our choice, and shame on us. So we decided that, you know what? Being an entrepreneur is a life and the path that we choose. Is it easy? Absolutely not. Is it worth it? Absolutely yes, because we have the power to control our destiny. We have the power to now build a legacy for our family, something that we can actually leave, something that we can actually gift, something that we can actually show them, that they too don't have to settle in life, that they too have the opportunity to live the life that they always dreamed of, right? So I'm going to talk about this tea, because this is the tea right here. Many of y'all have seen me boil it. Many of y'all have seen me sip it. And to this day, as it has changed colors, right? Because it used to be a green pack, as it still is transforming lives all over the entire world. I will never forget my original story, because nobody knew a Pam McCray. I was shy. I was afraid. I couldn't even do a live like this. I couldn't stand in front of a room. But you know what? God knew that there was something inside of me. God knew that, you know what? As that little caterpillar, that one day I would turn into a beautiful butterfly. And that, you know what? One day I would begin to fly. But I needed something to come into my life in order to help me to believe. And that's why I'm thankful for this little pack of tea that not only has been able to change my life physically, because yes, I originally lost some weight, but it also has been able to change our life financially. Somebody out there needs something, because this thing is so much bigger than weight loss, right? This right here is a cleansing product. It is going to clean all of the garbage out of your gut. And so when you think about gut health, right? Gut health, many times we take it for granted, and we don't realize that 70% of our immune system is dependent on this right here, the gut, right? But the gut is what we put so much garbage into. And then we wonder why our skin is not clear. We wonder why our joints are hurting. We wonder why, things are happening in our body. It's because what's happening on the inside is always going to come to the outside, right? So it's time for change. And it all started with a little pack of tea that really has no taste, 9 herbs, and it's the combination of this incredible product that has now been able to change so many lives all over the entire world. So if you're struggling right now, get the tea, right? All you got to do is get back with somebody who invited you on this live and say, you know what? I'm tired. I want to feel good, right? I want to be like Pam McCray, when I get 53. Right? Or however old you are, and say, you know what? I want to wake up and I want to be excited about taking a walk. I want to be excited about hitting the gym. I want to be excited about just living life because I feel good, right? Think about the last time that you got sick. You didn't feel good. I know you didn't, because I didn't either. All right. And so that's one of the products that I wanted to talk to you about. But now imagine sipping on this tea and being introduced to some other things, because once you get the garbage out of your body, then I want you to know that you got to put something back in. And so this liquid vitamin, I took some of it this morning. Many of you see me sipping on this, right? It doesn't matter how you get it. It just matters that you decide to get it, right? This incredible liquid vitamin is like eating 10 salads in one dose. Nobody eats 10 salads. Nobody desires to eat 10 salads, but I can tell you that we do every single day. And so when you think about feeding your cells, when you think about mental clarity, when you think about focusing, you got to really understand that our body needs certain things. And so when you have a liquid vitamin that's going to give you 98% absorption, that is going to absorb everything directly into your cells, think about how you're going to feel. That's the reason why I'm so excited. You see, I could tell you, one of the stories that as it's been able to change so many lives, I'll never forget, because it wasn't in this little pack at the time, but I'm grateful. You see, I shared with you a few minutes ago that my parents introduced me to this industry. I saw them as entrepreneurs, right? I saw them not settling for what life was throwing them, working a job, right? I saw them doing more. They realized that, we can't put all our eggs in one basket. We need to do more in life, right? And so I'm going to take you back to my dad. Both of my parents rest in peace, but I'm grateful. Why? Because they instilled something inside of me. I'm grateful because this product was able to change my dad's life. I'll never forget when I was told by a service that I needed to sign some papers for my dad. And I remember crying tears because my dad's health was declining. He was about 92 years old at the time. So he lived a very good life. And I remember that I had just lost my mom on Christmas morning. I'm like, Lord, my dad is declining. I cannot go through losing both of them at the same time. But I had said yes to this tea, and life was moving very, very fast, right? And so I was trying to hold it down for them, trying to build a business and everything else from being a stay-at-home mom. Life was moving really fast all of a sudden. And so I can remember saying, give my dad 1 teaspoon of this a day, as he was flat on his back. He stopped responding. He wouldn't even communicate with us. Well, I just want to say I give God all the glory because my dad was released from that service in 6 months' time. And he went on to remain on this earth, right, for 4 more years. He left here at 96 years old, ladies and gentlemen. And I can tell you, when he closed his eyes in the midst of something happening in the world back in 2020, he wasn't sick. His purpose was done. He said good night. And he said to my mom, honey, I'm coming home, because that's what they told me his last words were as they turned off the light and told him good night. And so I'm passionate about these products because I know what they've done. You see, I'm passionate about these products because I know that they are changing lives all over the entire world. And so that's just two of them. There's a ton of them over here. I could go on and on telling you what they've done, right? But if you lacking some energy, if you need some mental clarity, if you need to focus in order to accomplish something in life, perhaps it was something that you said on January 1st, in which today you don't even remember it because life happens. And you said, you know what, I'll try again next year. Or perhaps you gave up on that thing. Don't give up. I'm charging you today to go back, because every day is a new day, right? And this right here is keeping people on point. This right here is known as the happy pill. We're taking it and we are smiling more. This right here is helping with mental clarity and just so many different things. This right here is giving us the energy in order to get up and to hit the gym, in order to get up and to take a walk. It's called this NIG, right? And when you say it real fast, it's energy. But I share with you a story, and it's our son. I just got off the phone with him and I said, don't you dare call me while I'm live, right? But Christian, right? Imagine having a kid set up by the school system for real, to set up to fail. No child left behind, and you look up and your child for real is struggling, but you're a parent and you can't afford, right? You can't afford what he needs, right? But you say yes to some products, you say yes to a vehicle, and now all of a sudden life begins to change, right? For him, for your family. You see, I remember crying tears, but I also remember when change began to happen. Because that kid that was set up by the school system, that kid in which a counselor told he would never play high school ball, something that he was passionate about since the age of 4, that kid went on to have full ride scholarships. We haven't paid a dime for school, for college. Thank you, Jesus, right? We did have to pay for him to go to Oak Hill Academy, but this vehicle blessed us to give him that opportunity, right? To the tune of paying double-digit 5 figures for a senior year of school. But it opened up the door. And that's the place where many NBA players came out of. So that kid has an associate's degree. That kid is now about to graduate with his bachelor's degree in about 2 months. And this product, not a day without. And he'll testify for it, right? And so these products are changing lives. And so that's just a couple of them, guys. I can tell you, we got the instant teas, right? And one of the things that I love right now that we got going on is a system in which, if you just want to try the tea, like for real, if you don't believe, get back with somebody and say, you know what, I want to try a week cleanse. Because if you haven't cleansed, you need to get the garbage out, because you're going to imagine what's in your gut, all right? If you haven't cleaned your body out in the wild, then grab a pack of this tea for $25 and say, you know what, I want to clean myself out for a week. And all you got to do is boil that pot of water. And you know what, we'll give you a sample of this, which is while you're boiling that pot of water. It's called our 25X system, right? And now while you're boiling that pot of water, you can sip on this one. All you do is open this up, put it in a bottle of water, shake it and drink it. Voila, the instant teas, right? We got this one, the original one, the fruit punch one, and we even got full spectrum hemp CBD, right? That's going to help with relaxing and all of that. But I can tell you that what I love about the instant ones is that there's a soluble fiber. So when you drink it 30 minutes before a meal, you feel good and you eat less. All right. So those are some of the products, but I want to switch gears. I want to talk to that person on here tonight or today who's saying, you know what, Pam, you're absolutely right. You know, I've been doing the same thing over and over and over again, and I need some results, but I know that it's not happening financially, We got you on the physical side. If you just want to get healthy, then get back with the person who invited you on here and say, I'm ready to be healthy. But if you're that person watching me today and you're tired of being sick and tired and being sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? You know that you need some extra money to pay that light bill, that car note, that gas bill, right? You are sick and tired of having to tell your kids no, right? Because I remember being that mother that had to say no all the time, not just because they needed to hear no, but because no meant I can't right now. If you are watching right now and you're saying, you know what, I believe that in this world, right, ladies, it's Women's History Month. We need to make more history, right? We need to do something more in life. Then I'm going to share this with you because this is a vehicle that can definitely help you to do that. You see, 8 years ago, when I said yes to these products, right, and I became a part of a culture and a community, and literally we began to build our team, that has expanded all over the entire world. That's why I say teamwork makes the dream work. And thank you for everybody who said yes before us, and thank you for everybody who said yes as a result of us and after us, right? Because it was the teamwork that put the rings on the finger. It was the teamwork that helps us to get it done. It was the teamwork that began to create the life that we always dreamed of. It's the teamwork that really helps everybody get it done. But I could tell you that you got to be willing to work. It's not going to happen by osmosis. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is basically what you call you become the middleman. All right. So if you take a traditional business, ladies and gentlemen, let's say, I don't know, a Starbucks, right? You take a traditional business in which you got to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into just to open up the door, right? And now they have a system that you have to follow. They have some products, right, that you have to follow, right? At the end of the day, you have to have a team that's now going to come in that's going to help you to accomplish the mission. You also cannot open up that Starbucks with one pack of coffee. You need some product on hand in order to meet the demand of the people that are going to come through the door, right? That's a traditional business. So what we do here in direct sales and network marketing, all right, it's not a pyramid scheme. It's not a pyramid scam. It's none of that, right? I can prove that to you because it's the life that we live. Basically, what it is I am the middleman. So therefore, I promote a product, this tea right here. I am able to get this product from the distributor, right? From the person that now offers the product to us. So instead of the distributor, right, of the product now saying, I'm going to just spend billions of dollars on commercials, how about I give you the opportunity, because word of mouth is the best form of marketing and advertising. You see, when I tell somebody that I'm 4.5 inches off of my waistline and I'm down 22 pounds, they want to know what I'm sipping on. They want to know what's in this glass. They want to know what's in that pot of water that I just posted and I boiled, right? So now I get the product, right, from the company, the distributor, whatever, and now I am the middleman. So now the consumer who now says, oh my goodness, Pam, I've been struggling with weight loss. Oh my goodness, I am feeling some kind of weight in my body. I need a liquid vitamin. I need some more energy because I'm tired of working 12 and 14 hours a week and getting paid the same thing on a Friday, right? And so now I say, wonderful, great. I got the answer. You see, the wealthy solve problems, right? And they solve a lot of problems. And as entrepreneurs, that's what we do. Successful entrepreneurs have multiple streams of income. And in those multiple streams, they solve problems, right? And so now I distribute it out. You're going to now say, okay, I want the product. Great. You can click on my link, go to my free state-of-the-art website that I have through the vehicle, the company that I'm a part of. And now when you go and you order from that website, I'm going to get a 50% commission. So click all day and I don't even have to touch the product. You see, it's going to arrive at your doorstep because I have a built-in customer service. I have a built-in shipping department. And guess what? I don't have to pay for any of the overhead. That is what you call what we do. And so people need to get a better understanding of this industry that has been able to create more documented seven-figure earners than any other industry in this entire world. All right. So I want y'all to really understand what this is, because so many people have some thoughts, so many people have some opinions, right? But I can tell you that it's a game changer and nothing like it, because you don't need a whole lot of income to get involved in it, right? So that is what's going to happen. And you now reap the benefits. But when you have this product in your possession, right? Because I said you can now get with somebody and just try a week because they got this product. All right. They have this product in which now what's going to end up happening is that you are able to sell the product. Product on hand creates cash on demand, right? And I see over here on my Instagram, someone mentioned a pyramid, right? And I don't know if that's a positive thing or a negative comment, but I can tell you this, right? Everything in life has a pyramid structure, right? Your job has a pyramid structure, because here's what's going to happen, right? At a job, the only thing that can happen is that you're going to go in and there's different levels. I can guarantee you will never pass up the CEO or the owner of that company. The church has a structure. The family has a pyramid structure. It's called the triangle structure. The beautiful thing about what we have in this industry is that you can say yes today. You could decide to come in and be a beast. You could decide to go hard, and you could come in and pass up the person that you came in and make more money than they did because of your drive and your passion to go and get it done. Absolutely. It takes work. Everything in life does. And that's why people quit. So, the second way that we get paid over here, right, in which you can tap into, because the products speak for themselves. You can now become a product of the product. You pop, right? All you do is share your story, and now people want to say yes, right? Right, absolutely, right, Ivani, right? So absolutely. And so now think about this. Now you're sharing the products. You're feeling good. It's Feel Good Saturday. People are loving your energy because you're not going to work and saying, oh my God, here we go again. You going in there saying, because you done had some of this, you're like, great morning. Hey, how y'all doing? You're not concerned about Friday. You're not getting sad on a Sunday, right? Because you got other things that you are doing. You are now operating in your purpose. You are moving forward, because once you start one vehicle, you're like, oh my goodness, I got some gifts and some talents. What else can I do? Therein lies IAO Fit, the academy, and our academy that my husband and I have. Why? Because we are passionate about helping to develop people. We are passionate about fitness. We are passionate about giving back to others. We are passionate. And so therefore, other vehicles start to come into play. Other avenues start to come into play, because I am an entrepreneur, and I am proud to say it, and I will scream it loud. And so therefore, as we get up every single day excited about life, we're not sad about the fact that we got to go to some place every single day and do the same thing over and over and over and over again for the same results, right? So you start to find people who say, yes, I see this. I know some people who are struggling with their weight loss goals. I know some people who want to be healthy, right? I know some of my family members that can benefit from some of these products. I believe I can help them. Why? Because life is not about us. It's about who can we help along the way. And so now you decide to say, yes, I need another stream of income. Man, why am I sitting back accepting what the job is deciding to pay me, right? They determining my worth. Let me buy into something in which I can determine my own worth by now getting up and being passionate and sharing something with somebody else. So when they partner with you and they say, yes, I want to be a part of that community, I want to be a part of that culture, I want to sip on some of this tea, then what's going to happen is now you are going to get another 50%. When they decide to, let's say, come in with our 25X system. The 25X system is powerful. Why? Because number one, there is no fee for you to start your business, right? So there's no business fee. It's normally $60. But with this particular kit, this is a kit in which you can grab a hold of 25 packs of this tea for $300, right? At $299, right? And then what's going to happen is you go sell this pack of tea for $25. You just invested $300, but you now just made $625. You are already in profit mode. Try traditional business and see how many years it takes before you start to see a profit. Not to mention, you got 25 people who are sipping on this tea, and which do you not think that once they get results, they're coming back and asking you how to get more? It's simple, y'all. It really is. It's simple. It's simple. Is it easy? No, you still got to work, but it is simple. Okay. And so then people start to partner with you. And now you start to get into building a team. That's that thing that people say, oh, it's a pyramid. It's a scam. It's a scheme. Come on, y'all. No, it's team building. Teamwork makes the dream work. We build with two teams, right? A left and a right. When people come in and they decide to partner and they join the team. There's people in our organization that go levels deep. We have no idea who they are, right? We didn't introduce them to this, right? And so what that is a position of equity. People are looking for something. I shared with our team the other day, right, that the health and wellness industry is a $4.4 trillion industry. It is going to grow to almost $6.99 trillion industry by 2025. We're a part of it. More people need to be a part of this industry. Why? Why is it growing so rapidly? Because 50%, let's just take America, 50% of Americans now pay attention to their health because of what happened in 2020. 50% more Americans now are paying attention to their health. So the industry is exploding. And so I'm a part of a vehicle with some products that work, in which I don't have to do any talking. All I got to do is sip some tea. And all I got to have to do is tell you what it did for me. Oh, yes, absolutely. I will keep tapping into what's about to be a $6.99 billion industry with a global opportunity. So that's what's going on, right? And so now you solidify your position of equity, because every day you wait, every day you watch, your position changes. You see, if you decide to get started here and now, today, that's your position. And now when people decide to get started next week, next month, summertime, fall, when everybody says, oh my gosh, I need some Christmas holiday cash. I don't know how I'm buy them Christmas gifts, right? It's a cycle. I know, we lived it for real, 100%. So now what ends up happening is your position doesn't change. There's people who say yes to this vehicle and this opportunity who now get started after you, and they become a part of your team. You're able to benefit. All right. And that is what's going to create some residual income coming into your household. Real simple, short and sweet, goes up to $20,000 a week. And yes, it's real. Okay. I can tell you that because we have been able to experience it. All right. And so then it just keeps on going on and on. When you build a team, you get some team building bonuses. That's another 50%. And I could tell you that the compensation plan in which you are able to tap into, because this is a business. I do want to be clear. All right. It's a culture. It's a community that you can become a part of. It's something that you could be excited about, but this is a business. All right. It's something that you can have as an entrepreneur as an additional stream of income. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're watching this today, as I close this out, and you're that person that says, you know what? You're right. My health is everything. I want to feel good, not just on a Saturday, but on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and a Friday. Then you got to take care of yourself, right? What is that goal that you need to accomplish? If there was one thing that you could change about your health today, what would it be? Answer that question. And then I want you to realize we got the answer. All right. We have the answer. I don't care what it is. We got the answer. So now imagine you positioning yourself and you being the problem solver, solving problems all over the entire world, because you say, I want that 25X system. Give me the tea. I want to sip on some of this tea. I want to be able to change lives all over the entire world as I am changing my life in the process. And as you do that, now you are able to say, you know what? It is time for me to do something different in order to have something different. And as I do that, guess what? Now change is going to happen in my life. All right. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do is say yes to you. And if you're saying it to yourself, well, Pam, I don't have $299. Don't let that stop you, because guess what? We didn't have it either when we got started. Right? We had to borrow the money. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and borrow the money. All right. But there are other ways that you can get positioned into this incredible vehicle this opportunity to grab a hold of these products. There are ways in which you can definitely do it. And you know what? We could even show you how you can leverage OPM, we like to call it, other people money, right? And be able to deliver some of this tea. All you got to do is get back with the person who invited you on here today. Say yes to you, right? Say change is now, because listen, straight up, y'all, it's your life. Take ownership. You want to be healthy? Say, doggone it, I'm going to do something. Not just sit back and dream and wish for it. You want to lose weight? You want to tone up? You see, I had to learn the hard way. Sitting back, wishing, dreaming, whatever, looking at it, naming it and claiming it. It's not going to happen. It's called work. Put in the work. You want some more money coming in your household? Then you need another vehicle, obviously, or another job that's going to pay you more money or whatever. But I can tell you, when you put all your eggs in one basket, it's not a good thing. So if you want a different life, you got to add some more income that you can control. And as an entrepreneur, that's exactly what you can do. So join the community, be a part of an incredible vehicle that's changing lives. And all we do is sip tea with no dress code. Well, no, there's a code, but but I get to look like this every day, right? Because I'm in health and wellness, fitness, all of that good stuff. And I'm about to go get my workout in for this Saturday. All right, y'all. So we winning. Say yes. Get back with the person who invited you on here, and we'll see you next time. All right. Have a great Saturday. Feel good. Make a decision and do it today. See y'all later. I think Facebook can hear my music because I got it through my other phone. I don't know why y'all can't hear me over here. I know IG can. Probably don't sound as good. I'm not jamming as hard, but I think y'all hear it. You're welcome, Sean. I see you out there. You go get it. That's tenacity, right? I love it. Let's go. Let's go. Good night, y'all. Or good day, y'all. It's warm in Vegas. Oh my gosh, they brought out the sun and some warm weather finally. So I can tell you, I'm about to enjoy it. All right. We got some 60s instead of 30s. Y'all be blessed. Good afternoon, y'all. Have a good one.